Hello there and welcome back to RoadCraft. Yes, we're back on RoadCraft once again, going to be continuing our single-player playthrough, but first, it is Monday for me, so hopefully y'all had yourselves a great weekend over the weekend, as well as I'd like to thank and welcome all the newest subscribers that we gained over the last week and over the weekend. You guys are awesome, and also thank you to the people that have stuck with me thus far. You guys are also awesome. It's great to see the channel continuing to grow. We know with people hitting the like button, the subscribe button, all the wonderful comments, and of course the people who have hit the join button to support the channel financially here on YouTube. So yeah, huge thank you to them as well. Even you just sitting here watching this video, you know, definitely all that stuff pushes the channel through the algorithm and pushes the content out to more people. So huge thank you from me to you. Okay, so, yeah, we're going to be jumping into RoadCraft here. So without further waste of your time, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go. Alrighty then, and here we are, hanging out in the oil, down here at the oil field. With our crane, about the only thing that would actually drive through this area and get us over here. Alright, so yeah, we accomplished quite a bit last time, including fixing this road. We fixed this road all the way up to the town, so we basically asphalted every single section that was covered in sand. Because unfortunately in this game, if you don't understand, why would you asphalt over sand? Is like, in this game you can't, because of the way the materials work, you're unable to push the sand off of the asphalt that's already there. Because the asphalt and the sand they're not two separate materials. The asphalt, oh holy crap, there's a pipe in there that needs replaced. The asphalt doesn't exist underneath the sand pile, so you just dig a hole essentially if you try, which I have tried. It's just like, oh, that's sad. So I just have to asphalt over everything. But yeah, that works because we're going to be having we're definitely having trucks driving around, and you can see we've got a route coming over across that bridge through that route that we fixed, as well as we got trucks going up to this little radio tower, which we have a toy. So anything that's marked in gold, you see these gold stars, these are toy locations, and these green stars, these are barrel locations. And the reason I know where everything's at is because I've already played the multiplayer of this map and I have completed it. Because, well, there's 4 of us doing the multiplayer every Friday over on DDG's channel. Find him down in the content creator section on the main YouTube page. Just scroll down. You can find him there, Drunken Dragon Gaming. Just about every Friday. Every now and again we miss one, but pretty much every Friday we play this game. And well, with 4 of us doing a map, it takes significantly less time. And also last time, if you weren't here last time, I showed you where a lot of the toy and stuff locations were, but also I showed you how to get an achievement, which is over here. There is a red TARDIS over here, and you got to tap it with your truck. It's way out here in the desert, and it'll get you an achievement there. So definitely, if you're out in that area, definitely take a look. All right, well, we're wasting a lot of time here, so I guess we'll get started. So the objectives, we got some side objectives, which are replacing pipes, and I would really like to fix this this oil spill as well that my crane's sitting in. So I'd definitely like to do that. All right, so we're gonna need. Let's go through our infrastructure and see how many pipes we need. So we need 1 pipe there, 3 pipes there, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pipes in total. I have 7 already. Let's do it. Let's shoot for 10 pipes over here at the steel mill, though. We do have plenty of materials and stuff over here. So if we shoot for 10 pipes here, then what we could do is we can load it up on a truck and then send it out to go and replace those pipe sections. I would definitely need to do that. Okay. So around this particular steel mill, you got steel pipes and steel beams. I don't have a whole lot of steel beams. We'll probably have to make some more, but yeah, there is plenty of material just kind of hanging around. So yeah, even though I got 7 pipes in my inventory, I definitely want to, or in my warehouse, I definitely want to make some more, and not use those unless we have to. But yeah, you see these giant chunks of metal, the red ones? They're like part of a tower. you definitely want to grab these. Now, you do have to grab these with a crane. You can't do the little crane chuck, really, because they are way too heavy. What we can do, though, with this crane is we can go ahead and move it over and grab onto it. And I'm just going to do this the cheaty way. I'm just going to grab this, bring it on around in front of me. Just like that. Just like that. And then, yep, just exit out of crane mode. Now, I'm using the slightly better crane than the one that you first get. I do have a new version of that as well, but I'm using the slightly better crane because this one has a little bit more stability, as well as a little bit more strength, and yeah. So we'll just slowly make our way up here, because we can't go any faster with all the weight. There's a car there too I might grab. Yeah, definitely get this over here. Just try not to go too fast and turn a corner and flip over. All right. Drop that down. And now we look inside the steel facility. There's 8. Well, look how fast. Like I said, use those pieces, man. They're freaking insane. There's another one down here we might as well grab as well. And then what I'll do is I'll bring up the big, we'll bring up one of the, actually, no, I would get it stuck. That freaking stupid semi-truck. I'm just driving around with my crane up in the air. Oh yeah. There's a couple of pieces over here. You know what? I'm going to leave these two for the steel beams because they're right here. Let's go around and grab the other portion of that tower that fell over. I love this. I love being able to scrap materials. Yeah, this right here. Let's grab this one. Give me this. Okay, bring it nice and close. There you go. Oh, I'm a little heavy. Oh, no. No. Down. It's a little heavy. You know what we're going to have to do? We're totally going to do this. We're going to have to drag it, because it's way too heavy to carry. Definitely. I did save it, though. I did save it. Yeah, we're just going to lower this right on down. That way we get no lifting action. We'll just use the brutal towing strength of the crane. You know what's great though? This particular crane has 8-wheel steering, so it doesn't matter which wheels lift off the ground. If I do wheelies and stuff, I'll still... Well, I was going to say I'll still be able to turn, but apparently that's not the case. Oh, pulling up this hill is going to be a nightmare. Are we going to be able to do it though? Oh, come on. We can do it. We got this. Come on, crane, you can do it. Hergadaberg. Right on that, running up the hill. Nope. No! Please, developers, give me the ability to change gears manually. Freaking hate the automatic in this game. It's so annoying. Like, when you... Okay, here's a little advice for anybody that wants to be a semi-truck driver. Also, that axle doesn't make any sense. There's a pole going through that axle. I think. Oh no! What? Oh, that's from the. You know what that is? Wait, it disappears. Oh, weird. That's the transfer case. Go to the all the axles. Okay, I see what's happened. I thought it was going through the other axle, but no. So I was looking in the middle. But here's a little advice for anybody who wants to be a truck driver, that there's a lot of hills and you're going to be pulling a lot of weight, and it's going to be, your truck's going to be going slow and stuff like that. A little piece of advice for pulling a really steep hill while going at slow speeds. Once you pick your gear, do not, and I repeat, do not try to shift out of it. No matter if you're shifting up or shifting down, don't do it. Because what's going to happen is you're going, because you're going slow, you won't be able to mesh the gear, to switch out without the clutch. It could be, this could be wrong, but this is how I was taught, so, nice. Once you're in that gear, do not switch out of it, because as soon as you push in that clutch, guess what happens? All of your pulling force and all that weight is now weighing on your brakes instead, because you're going to be pushing in the clutch. The truck is going to come to immediate stop almost instantaneously, because now you're no longer moving really. You're now, all that weight's trying to be forced back down the hill, and then you try to shift in the gear and try to let out the clutch, you're just going to kill the truck anyway. So just leave it in gear, and if you do stall out on a hill, the best scenario that you can do in that situation is to try and get back down the hill as easy and as slowly as you can, because more than likely, unless you got a beast of a semi truck and you just happen to kill it, you're not going to be able to get you're definitely not going to be able to get you're definitely not going to be able to get up that hill by switching into the now the semi truck I drove while hauling 100,000 pounds worth of logs. That one had a beast of a motor, so I could drop it into, like, if I did stall it out, I could drop into a low gear, into the granny gear is what they kind of call it. But and I was able to finish pulling the hill. But yeah, definitely stick with the gear that you're in, and yeah, because especially if it's really steep, you got to be very careful. So the best, I guess the best thing you could do is 16 pipes. Nice. The best thing you can do in that situation is just don't end up in it in the first place. It's another thing that kind of comes with practice too. It just, looking at a hill and then deciding which gear to stick your truck in to be able to pull that hill. Just knowing that knowledge is not something that can really be taught unless you're driving a very specific route and then somebody tells you, with this truck, hit this gear before you get to this specific hill, and then you'll be able to make it, Unless somebody knows that specific information, you're not going to be able to, nobody's going to be able to tell you. So, like I say, the best thing, which truck do I want to take? The best thing you can do is just know, or just kind of take a guesswork. And here's another little piece of it, along with that type of information, is go in a lower gear. Slow down, go into a lower gear that's got a lot of torque, and then you'll never end up in that issue, or never have that issue. Because if you're in a pretty damn low gear going like 2 mile an hour up that hill, you're going to be able to pull that hill regardless. Like I said, unless your truck is like unless your truck is weak sauce, you shouldn't be pulling with it anyway if they can't do it. But yeah, just go into lower gears. Be safe with it, don't. And then if you think that's too slow and you think you can go at higher gear, you come around to that hill again or a similar hill, and then try 1 gear up and just keep going up until until you find that sweet spot where you're going at a decent speed, but you can also climb the hill. Because a lot of the stuff I was involved in definitely was driving, like, your average speed was about 5 mile an hour, if that. So we definitely had to get good real fast at how to pull a hill and stuff like that. And this could be bad advice as well. There might be more experienced truckers out there than me. No, I'm not going to say might, I'm going to say is. There's definitely more experienced truckers out there that do that, have done that way longer than I have. But that's kind of what I was taught, and it worked out quite well. So, um, yeah, definitely take everything with a grain of salt, though. But yeah, definitely pull the hill slower speed if you're unsure. Just, it doesn't matter. Just slow it down, be safe. Because, yeah, like I said, you push that clutch in or, get out of that gear, and there's only your brakes to hold you on that hill. So, yeah. If anything was to happen, yeah, it'd be a bad day. And yeah, if you can manage it very slowly and timidly and calmly, safely back down the hill and give her another go. I guess that's the best advice I can give anyway. I don't know how I got started with that. Going on another trucker rant. But yeah, I'm definitely far from an expert at trucking. I definitely like trucking. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, my back just couldn't take it anymore. Because there was a lot of bouncing around. I wasn't mere highway driver or highway truck driver. I was a log hauling truck driver through the mountains of what quote unquote roads that were carved out not very long ago by a freaking by a bulldozer, by a massive bulldozer that would cut those roads into the mountainside so that the trucks could get up to where the trees were being cut down. Yeah, and they were just wide. They were usually just wide enough for a single truck. They weren't like, and a lot of the time you actually had to go really close to the edge just so you could make the corner, so your trailer didn't clip into or try to climb the hill that was next to you on the inside of the curve. Yeah. Freaking crazy, man. But that's just how we did it. That is just how we did that. Well, we didn't have a choice. We didn't make the roads. It was whatever company that was contracted to do that. Yeah, you definitely had to stay in contact with all the trucks around you. Be like, you basically, what you do is, if you're coming down the hill loaded, because if you're not loaded, usually you could probably shuffle over. Being empty, you could probably shuffle over enough to let another semi by in certain locations. But if you're loaded, what you wanted to do is you wanted to call out, be like, loaded truck, passing by the great oak tree, or loaded truck passing by the painted rock, that kind of thing. That way people knew where you were, so if they were coming up the mountain with an empty truck, they knew to be like, okay, he's there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull off here and just wait for him, and then once he passes by, then I'm going to then continue my journey up. So yeah, you definitely had to be. And what was weird, what's even crazier is like most like there was several companies that were working in that area loading logs and stuff. I think there was 3. I say several. There was a couple. But yeah, there's 3. Definitely. That were working out in that area, so... Whoops. I need to pull out my pipes. Don't ever say that in public. I need to pull out my pipe. Oh boy. Can I please... Game, give me the... Thank you. Jeez. Okay, fine, I'll do it from over here then. Oh, whoops. Can't do it like that. All right. Yeah, we're going to pull out all the pipes. So I'm going to load them all on this truck. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, with that, let me get these pipes loaded and then dropped up at the base, and then we'll get to working on fixing some of these infrastructure problems that we need to replace pipes with. Alrighty then, so we're going to drop off all these pipes now. He's carrying some pipes too. Hell yeah. Is it this one? No, wrong one. Unstrap. Yeah, 23 pipes. Nice. Alrighty. That is a lot of pipes. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm actually gonna recover this. Yeah, bring it here. There we go. And then we could just leave it there. Okay. The one other vehicle that I need to grab is the Edison one. Yeah, we grab this one, take it back to the desert base, and we'll grab some pipes and be on our way. Okay, so basically, yeah, I think what I'll do is we'll do a bit of a kind of time lapse, I guess you could say. We'll do a bit of a time lapse section, and we'll repair all of these pipes, which should be good. So, yeah, I just gonna grab them from base and then go all over the map and start replacing pipes. Alrighty then, and doing the final pipe work here. See if she says anything. I can't believe I flipped my truck trying to do that other one. I'm not close enough. Oh boy. Ah! No! We're not going to be able to. We can just hold this position, maybe. Maybe it'll let me put the pipe in there. Hey, nice.
You're not gonna believe this, but I've got some more pipe-related business for you to sort out.
Yes, of course.
The station needs your help in getting a replacement pump. We already delivered it to the oil station, but crossing the river is a bit too much for the common convoy. Could you take care of it? Shouldn't be any problem with your skills. Oh, and bonus points, you can deliver fuel to the desert base. The semi-truck is full of it.
Alright, sweet. So that gives us a little bit more to work with as far as missions go. Okay. Let's see here. Is there any more... So there's no more pipe work in this area. It's got to be over here at Elamir. So Elamir's got 2. Right there. No, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll do the pipes for Elamir as well. Which take us another 3 pipes. Crazily. Alrighty, putting in the final pipe of this pipeline that goes all the way to Elamir. That was quite a lot of pipe. I thought there was only 3, and then I was like, oh, there's 2 more connecting that pipe, and then it's just like, okay. And, or there's another one connecting that pipe, and then I grabbed one. Alright. Infrastructure request completed. Woo! Alrighty. Oh, whoops. I got to strap that down. I said strap that down. Strap! I guess you can't strap while you're moving. Yeah, you can't tell me how to live a game. I can strap while I'm moving all I want. Now we'll head over here and replace this final pipe on this little section. So this little section is a pain in the butt to get to, but it's if you go over here... Oh, if you go up this hill. That's right. Yeah, if you go up this little hill right here, then you can basically mosey on along. replace this pipe, because you got to replace this pipe if you want to drain the oils. So, best thing you can do, put this in low gear. Use very carefully. It's very slippery. Very carefully move along. Alrighty, we'll just. Boop. Works for me. Let's try. Now we just got to put the pump here, and then we can actually, then the oil will actually be drained. Oh, we still got more pipe work to do, I think. I'm not sure though. Nope, I'm not close enough. Excuse me, Mr. Pipe. We'll just shove it in there. Just shove it. Alrighty. Road infrastructure completed. Okay, so what other pipe network is on the agenda for right now? Infrastructure. Okay, it's all electrical. Yeah, all the pipe work has been completed. Very good. Alright, but we can't do the electricity infrastructure stuff yet because we have no power still in the area, so I guess objectives are all that's left. So we could do the liquidate oil spills one. Let's track that. Okay, so we need to go up here to this area, grab that, and then bring that over here to this spot, which is just up this hill, and then all the oil can be drained from this spot here. Alright, so yeah, let me go grab that and then get that placed up there, and then yeah, that'll be that mission completed. Alrighty, so now that we've got the pump from that area, we can go ahead and drop it off and watch this oil drain, baby. Yay! Down the oil goes. Heck yes. Oh, that drained fast. A little bit artifacty, but it, for the most part, worked pretty good. Hey, look at that. Look how deep this is right here. They made it that deep so you couldn't cross. Yeah, at least it's done. Alrighty, so that drains that particular section. Oh, and this one we got to get open objective track. We got to bring 5 steel beams over there, and we only have 4. Okay, so we're gonna have to make some more steel beams too. So 5 steel beams over this. Well, is this a side objective or is it a? That's a side objective as well. Repair the pumping station. So this one, deliver object this over to where? Over to there. Okay. And then clear out the port. Oh yeah. Oh, these are mains. Whoops. I want sides. So desert base, deliver the vehicle. Deliver the vehicle from where? Where? Oh, stop swapping. Oh, from there to there. Okay, yeah. That's easy enough. We've already fixed it, so. Alright, let's put my trucking prowess to good measure. At least it's painted in my colors. Get a big old freaking honking tanker truck, or tinker trailer. There needs to be a bigger truck hauling this, by the way. Please, devs, give us a better semi-truck that goes for these. I don't mind this being part of the objective, that's fine. But for the main game, for like the trailers and stuff. Oh. Crap. Well, no. I'm stuck. That's your own damn fault. You ran into me. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, this thing can barely climb. I'll just leave that off for a second. So I can get up the damn hill. It's like, good lord, man. This freaking semi-truck sucks. So bad. Like, can't they give us a decent semi-truck? This freaking thing is just the worst. And we're spinning tires on the asphalt. Like, how? Am I driving on slicks? Probably. This semi's probably like 20 years old, 30 years old, and it's got drag slicks on. Might as well be. Alright, that completes that one. Very nice.
There's one nice thing about dealing with these oil moguls. You help them out a bit, and now we don't have to worry about fuel for a while. That's what I call a mutually profitable transaction.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about fuel at all. So something I discovered, I think I've said this before, but something I had discovered, though, is if you want to go into the new hard mode that just came out with the most recent update, unfortunately, so this one here, okay, so we got to deliver that object to the pumping station over here. Okay, that's just fine. We can definitely do that. If you want to enter the hard mode of this game, you have to start a brand new career. So if you want to have like fuel consumption and all that, you have to start a brand new game, which is something I'm not willing to do. I want to do hard mode, but unfortunately, there's no achievements for hard mode either. So yeah, we're definitely not doing that. If there was achievements for it, I would consider starting a brand new game. And then basically what I would do is I would basically do a video where I just kind of complete each map, because you guys have already seen the maps. I just complete each map on hard mode. Be like, hey, look, we completed this map, on to the next one. And then the next clip would be, hey, we completed this map, on to the next one. And so on like that, you know, basically. Like doing the last mission on hard mode. That way you guys wouldn't have to rewatch everything. But there's not even achievements for it, so there's no point other than just for the satisfaction of playing on hard mode, which I don't know what satisfaction there would be, because I turned on. So I did actually start a brand new career. I didn't do any missions or anything, but I just wanted to see the settings and whatnot, and I started a brand new game. I turned it on the hardest mode possible, 4 times the amount of cost. Things are much more costly as far as the vehicles go. You cannot recover to a mobile base. So that is not how that works. As well as everything costs more if you do want to recover. As well as you got the fuel cost, and then you've got there's quite a few settings. It was crazy. As well as the missions didn't give hardly anything as far as experience. And the experience levels to unlock trucks was a lot more. There's a lot more experience that was required to even unlock the damn vehicles for later on. So basically what it would do is it would force you to use the rusty ones that the game gives you for a lot longer, which actually makes a lot more sense. Because yeah, in the normal mode right now, it seems like the game is really nice to you and giving you money and stuff like that. And there's probably no toys or anything on the maps, or if there is, they're not worth very much. Things like that. It was pretty darn crazy. Some of those settings, it's just like, oh, this is brutal. If they add achievements to it, I might consider it again in the future. But ooh, almost flipped. But for right now, though, no, that's not gonna. Hard mode is definitely not gonna happen. Yep, I'm a bit of an achievement person, so because I can't say the other word, of course. But I'm a bit of an achievement person, so I can't, or I have to go after. I have to go after achievements, and I definitely want to 100% this game. including the expansion DLC. Oh my gosh, the expansion DLC, like, it's like the number of missions and stuff for that one is just, it's gonna be a disaster. We're gonna be there forever doing that one. But yeah, definitely, I definitely enjoyed this game immensely, as well, so. Oh, something I didn't mention, you know, is that, and there goes my train of thought. My brain went, nope, we're done. I'm so sorry. I hate when that happens. You're in the mid-conversation and your brain just shuts off. And then it like you get corrupted. You get corrupted memory. Where it just refuses to access it. Like, whatever. Everybody's gonna be wondering now, what the heck did you forget to mention? Something. I forgot to mention something, but I do not know what I forgot to mention. Because I done forgot it. Again. Alrighty. Let's drop off this pump here. Alrighty.
Good job there. For anyone else, it would be a minor miracle. But for you, it's just something you do before breakfast, right? Still, the locals will be plenty grateful for your help. And that's what counts.
Okay. Alrighty, that's all the side objectives for now. For now, I say. Infrastructure. Oh, are the other... See, this route is operational, but it's complete. It says all rewards received, so let's go ahead and cancel that. And then clear. Oh, this one, all rewards received anyway, so let's go ahead and clear this route. Okay, do we have any other routes that are operational? Yeah, this one here. Yeah, let's go ahead and cancel the route. Yeah, clear it. Any other operational ones? Nope, we're good. So all that's left is just do electricity for now. Okay, cool. All right, over to objectives. Let's do the pumping station one, because this one's nearly complete. We just need to get this pump to over here. Should be easy enough. Let's go ahead and track that one. Then we need to go to the river base. River base. And go and pick it up over here and drop it off. Looks like it's a pretty short route. We just gotta go across the bridge. It's not bad. And all these pumps just everywhere. So damn many of them. Laggy. Alright. These things are quite heavy. And they look heavy. What kind of motor is on that? Okay, it's a diesel. Yeah, it's a diesel motor. Right, inline 6, if I had to guess. I can't see any exhausts. I can't see the exhaust on it. Let's see if we can turn it around. Looks like the exhaust just hooks into one part of the motor. Yeah, it's twin turbo. Or it's got a single turbo running off of exhaust. Okay. Yeah, I can't tell. That's probably an inline 4, maybe. Actually, don't know. I don't know all that much about diesels anyway. I know about car mechanics, but diesel mechanics is a whole nother field. I know the basics of diesel mechanics, but I don't know all the. I can't just look at an engine and go, yeah, that's a this or that's a that. You know what I mean? Will you please sit in there correctly? There we go. Finally. Jeez. Alright, let's go. That's definitely that's definitely a diesel motor. There ain't no gasoline engines that look like that. Definitely not. Plus, just by looking at it, you can tell. And since it's painted yellow, the brand it's probably copying off of is probably Cat. I don't know. Does Cat make diesel pumps, like mobile diesel pumps? I'd be interested to find out. Just because it's yellow and it's kind of yellow and black a little bit, so it reminds me of Cat, the one that makes the big construction vehicles, or one of the ones anyway. Whew. Gotta be careful. So these bridges they act real funky when it comes to vehicles. The vehicles love to be pulled around by them, so you gotta be a little careful.
It looks to me like this area could do with some logistical improvements. I'm positive the locals would be grateful if you gave it some elbow grease. A bridge, or 3, built in advance would sure save time when supplies start to arrive later. Just saying.
Lady, the bridge is already built, and this road I'm not doing anything with. They can drive on their dirt over here. No, thank you. I'm not doing anything with that. Oops. I always forget. You gotta unstrap first. And then you can pull out your crane. Don't take that out of context. Perfect. Alright, then we go into the map. Open. Confirm. What are we pumping? Well, the pumping station's complete anyway. Activate the power station, clear out the port of entry. We'll do that in a little bit. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's get those 5 steel beams. We have 4. So yeah, I'm gonna go back over here, get some more steel beams, and then get them delivered over to the warehouse so that we have a decent amount. I'm gonna drop off all the big red pieces so we have a decent amount of beams to bring back. So yeah, that shouldn't take me too long, but we could do a little bit of a time lapse if you guys like. Because I might be flaking out on the other time lapse. I'm not sure yet because I haven't really finished the video, but the other time lapse didn't really work as well as I wanted, so I might be canceling that one. We'll see.
Got a stone cold feeling that I'm on my own. Got some black-eyed isolation and it's right down to the bone. Let's hit that bright light boulevard. I'm on my way back home. I've been driving like a cowboy, got no place to call my own. isolation's like I'm dragging round a stone. Let's hit that bright light boulevard. I'm on my way back home. Got a stone cold feeling that I'm on my own. Got some black-eyed isolation and it's right down to my bone. Let's hit that bright light boulevard. I'm on my way back home. Let's hit that bright light boulevard. I'm on my way back home. Let's hit that bright light boulevard. I'm on my way back home.
Alrighty then, so here we are. Now, unfortunately, the trigger did happen without me having any knowledge of that trigger being there, but that's okay. Yeah, but that's alright. We will get the beams in place. Go over to objectives, open, confirm. Nice. And I do believe we have to do a, yeah, it's like we do have to do an infrastructure route. So let me clear out the area real quick and then we'll plan that route out. I just got to move these barrels and things. Now you have to come up through the back way because you got concrete walls on all the other sides and the gate here was blocked by the actual tower. So it's just like, well, now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to move this, but I will try. This thing is really, really freaking heavy. Like I said, really, really freaking heavy. Like I doubt I'm going to be able to yank it. I just need it. I just need it out of the way. Please. I can't even put the crane where I want it. Oh, maybe I can pick it up. Come on! Lift! Oh my gosh, this crane is a struggling. Alright. Nope. Quick! Anchor's out! Trying to put the crane down. There we go. Alright. Try it once again. Lift! Yeah, it's because it swung out. Oh wait, you know what? We've got it lifted. Why don't we just... Berg. There. That's at least out of the way now. And we can push it more out of the way. No, don't try to climb it. Just push. Just push. Yeah, we have a little bit too much clearance for this. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we just got to get rid of this thing. Yeah, we'll put it on the roof. Why not? Just for fun. There you go. And this is... Oh, I can't reach. Get a little closer. Okay, that's as close as I can get. And it's like, and this is yours. I can't get it any further. Alright. Oh. Okay, I don't remember how this gate opens. I think it's a push or a pull. I think it's a push or a pull. There's only 2 options available. Alright, it's a pull. Oh, whoops. Let me just... you know what? Yeah. Okay. Then very carefully and very slowly. I'm just going to leave the parking brake on. Oops. Okay, that's as far as it opens. Alrighty. Yep, now we can go ahead and plot that route. Because we've already fixed the road up here, so... Alright, F to track. Oh, F to... or enter to open. Do that. Okay. And start plotting. Now I'm using the mouse and keyboard because it's so much easier. Than using a controller to plot routes. Using the controller to plot routes is, gosh, it's such a pain in the butt. Alright, hopefully they follow this as precisely as they can. So they don't get hung up on the cliffs. Also so they don't fall off my road. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do this. And that will force them to make that corner. So they'll be like, oh, my point's over here, and then they'll turn, and the natural... yeah, they definitely changed the middle key used to delete, but... It's like, yeah, they definitely have changed that. Right, and then up the hill... And what we'll do is we'll just do this and then this. Alright, let's see how they handle it. Oh, he's carrying multiple spools of cable. What are they? Oh, they're gonna fix they're gonna finish fixing the tower, probably. Oh, he got stuck. They're on highway tires. These things are also piles of junk, these trucks. They're just like, they're basically the semi-truck, just with a different body. Yeah, they keep getting stuck over... Why are they getting stuck over there? That's a little weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. As long as this one truck makes it, though. Yeah, looks like he's doing okay. Perfect. He's being nice and cautious. Alright, so far so good. Alright, how is he going to take this corner? I'm really curious, actually. See what I mean? Like, he goes, oh, my point's over here, and he takes a turn. Now, they might get stuck on that, or they might, I don't know, they might cut that a little too sharply. But that's okay. That worked out flawlessly. Alright, and then up the hill. Just a nice little climb. Uh-oh. Really? Push him, push him. Come on, push him. No, don't. One's pushing, one's pulling. Ugh. You tell me I have to put a drop of sand right there. I hate it. Why? Alright, retain. Oh, no, cancel that. Let me pull out my other dump truck. I have another one here somewhere. Where is it at? There it is. Deploy. Yeah, let's grab this old bad boy. Listen to them gears. Beautiful. Hurts the soul. It really does. Grind them gears. I can't believe there's a dirt path leading up this way. That's like really annoying. Alrighty. Wow, that's a lot slower than I gave it credit. Okay, that should do. Wow, this bed is so slow. Good lord. What did I ever do with this thing? Alrighty. Okay, and then we're gonna need to retain our bulldozer. It's just how it's gonna have to happen. Yeah, we'll retain the small one. Oh wait, no we don't. We just deploy this one. Ugh, I hate the marching mode. Marching mode is so bad. But it's the only way I can drive there at a decent speed. It's like, I'd rather not use it, but it just, the game kind of forces you to use it unless you want to drive 2 miles an hour where you're going. It's like, the game does force you to use it. It's so stupid. It's the stupidest mode in the entire game. The stupidest decision they've ever made is to be like, oh yeah, marching mode. We'll just, you don't have to drive in low gear like every other mode, but you can't lower the freaking thing. Like it's just not. You can't lower it. Not possible. It's like, what kind of crap is this? Yeah, we'll have to spread it out pretty thin too. Yeah, just so that it reaches all the way across. Hopefully you don't need any more. I don't think we need any more, but... we might need a little dollop at the end there. The reason I'm spreading it out pretty thin is I don't want it to be any steeper than it already is. That's just not something I wanted to... I don't want it to be any steeper. Yeah, we're gonna need a dollop of dirt. But am I not in an active quarry area? Are you kidding me? Wow, there is no active quarry areas anywhere near here. Come on, man. You know, forget it. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna, nope. Nope, I'm just gonna send the trucks on their way. Just a little dollop of dirt is all I needed. But no. Make me jump through hoops, game. So I say, screw you, or screw you. Something like that. Alright. Open dispatch vehicles. Yeah, they made it up there that time. Alright, where's the other truck? There it is. Oh yeah, they had no trouble. There's a little hole there, but as long as they make it up here, that's all I care about. Nice. You're not gonna say anything? She just randomly decides not to say anything after completing a mission. Whatever. Alrighty, so let's open up this one. Oh, is there any other side quests? Nope. Okay, let's open up this one and track it. So we need to clear these 3 areas with a crane. So unfortunately, I mean, we do have enough steel beams and pipes, I think, to get to the rest of the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and retain my best crane. This one here. And you can see the weight and the capability and its mobility and its stability is much better than this one, which the weight is good, but the capability, the mobility, and the stability is kind of, I mean, the stability is good, but the capability is a lot less, and that is because this one is roughly a third longer, so it's got quite the reach. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and head down to the port area and then basically stack up all that junk that's in the way. We're going to clear an entire route all the way to the boat because I'm going to end up plotting a route through that area as well. Which I already know. But it's finally time to clear that out. Right, turn the corner. Yeah, this is the only mission we have available, so, and nothing has power yet. Yeah, we still got to rebuild all the solar panel fields and stuff, so. All right, I'm going to clear out all these 3 areas, and then we'll see what the game gives us next.
Got my juices high and I get my kick. I ain't heard of you since I left town, oh boy. And I'm running free for the rust to go. Stopping down is just getting old. Moving on, I'm on my way back home.
Alrighty then, and as the last piece of pipe gets removed from the area, hopefully here in a minute. There we go. We've cleared the port of entry. Very nice.
I'm sorry to pile more onto your plate since you cleaned the place up so nicely, but, well, we really need the port up and running at full capacity. So there's more stuff to do, namely bring some supplies in, fix all the pipes, and make sure the port machinery has power to operate. No rest for the wicked, huh? Once that's done, we'll have a stable way of supplying our operations and the locals. That's gotta count for something.
Okay then. Also, we need to search for something in this area, find chat.
You know, I always thought our company was a mess, but this port authority is just out of this world. You know why they've been sitting around with no power all this time? They lost their backup generator. You know where? Drumroll, please. On their own premises.
Nice.
You can't make this stuff up. Now you only need to find and install it. After that, I suggest you hightail it before you catch their incompetence.
Okay, Kelly, whatever you say. I know where it's at. It's right here. Hey, come here. There we go. Okay, so we gotta go put it over there, it looks like. And we gotta deliver some. We also gotta deliver something else here too. It's a brand new generator, and it's painted yellow. How do you lose it? I stacked these all up nice. I was quite proud of myself. I was willing to take the time to kind of clean it up a little bit so that you get the straight through route, so you don't have to path around the outer edges of the yard. Okay. Oh. Come on. Get into the area. It seems sticky for some reason. It really likes this fence. There we go. Sweet. Does that mean everything's back up and running, or do I still need to do more? Okay, so I still need to do more. So track this. Infrastructure, electricity to the port, as well as we need to deliver this object to there from the river base. Okay, that should be easy enough. Once we get this port up and running, I think that'll be it for this episode. We've actually done quite a bit, so you know, actually quite happy with our progress. There you go. Contain, deploy. Because this was, yeah, I mean, it was closer to the port technically, but whatever. Well, actually, no, I need to pick up this object. This big old box. So we can get this port, and then we need electricity, which we're going to have to pull out the old yieldy cable layer. Hopefully this box fits in the back, eh? Ooh, it's heavy. Ooh, is it heavy? Oh, come on. Oh. I know it fits. There we go. Strap it down. Let's go. Oh, we strapped it on the corner there for some reason. Just on that corner. Everything, yeah. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Yeah, it's a nice short little trip though. But yeah, the port's looking great. Be nice, because basically what I'm going to do is at the end of the map, I'm going to sell anything I have extra. I'm going to sell it all, because we have 35 concrete slabs from multiplayer, because for some reason, even though you don't, even if you don't carry the map progress over from multiplayer, which I don't, you, for some reason, end up with the objects progress. Like you end up with the inventory of the map you're playing in multiplayer, even if you start a brand new one. Woo! I thought I was gonna flip there. It was very close. We could sell this stuff too, which is, you know, okay. It's a bit worth it, I suppose. It's right next to the sell area. So, oop. All right, unstrap cargo. Now we can. And okay, so how in the heck are we going to get electricity? Oh, that's right. We got this substation up and going. Oh, and I completely forgot that we somehow got to get electricity over there. How in the heck are you supposed to do that? There's nowhere to go that doesn't, like, either that isn't made of concrete or doesn't tear up the road. How in the heck are you supposed to run power to this? There is no freaking way. That's not unless you ran the power all the way around. Oh, let's get the cable layer out. Why can't we just run a freaking overhead line? There's plenty of materials. Actually, I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work though, but it'll be cool if it does work. But it might not work though. It might not work. We can give her a go. Oh, she's sliding. This thing is also metal tracks, so it kind of, when it's on asphalt or concrete, it kind of slides a little bit. Doesn't really have a whole lot of traction. Okay, so what you can do is you can kind of like toggle it on and off just to see where the connection point is. Alright. Yeah, because I asphalted this. But yeah, I have an idea, I just don't know if it'll work. You guys ready? Y'all ready for this? There we go. Okay, is this close enough that I can pull this across the road? Oh, come on. Oh, it's so close. They're like almost touching. Maybe if I just bum rush it. Haha! I win. Eat it, game. I win. Yeah, it's like we ran the cable out. Oh, jeez. Oh, hold on. Deactivate that for a second. It's like we ran the cable underneath the road, though. Alright, where are we trying to... we trying to go to? Oh, just over here? Okay, so once we hit this spot, just make a turn. Alright, well, what I'll have to do is do that. And deactivate this. Whew, that was close. There we go. Hey, we're running cable. Now we just run it however we like. It doesn't matter. Come on, tree. You're coming with me. It's like, yeah, that's what they would have done. Like a real life crew. They would have ran the cable underneath the road if it had to go underground. They wouldn't have torn through the road and then fixed it. They would have just, yeah, they have special machines that allow them to push underneath surfaces like that without even having to dig, really. Alright, the port is up and running. Woohoo! Oh, look at this. Beautiful.
Our river-based garage is running out of parts. You're our best driver, but even your vehicles get a little wear and tear. So could you deliver a shipment of parts from the port to the river base? Should be a great help, especially for those less careful than you. Which is everyone. I guess we won't be getting out of the plumbing business anytime soon. I got this new task for you, and it smells. Just a bit. The port's oil terminal has sewage system, believe it or not, and it was royally messed up by the storm. A full valve replacement is in order, so could you kindly carry it out? In exchange, the locals say they'll make their supply depot available to us. Sounds like a great deal. Great job giving the port a kickstart. Seems to me they picked up a thing or two about competence from you. They already offloaded a shipment of replacement solar panels and other spare parts for the solar station. Now you need to plan a route to forward the containers to the river base for processing. Show them how it's done. Again.
Jeez, lady. Just giving us all the tasks. Alright, so from the port to the river base and from the river base to the substation, that one's still in working order. From the port to the river base is easy enough. Okay, well, we got a whole host of new objectives that we will continue next time, but unfortunately we are out of time for this episode of RoadCraft. So yeah, a lot of fun. I definitely love this game. It is quite fun. Yeah, just lots to do, lots of good times to be had still. I would think anyway. But yeah, like I said, though, that is going to be it for this episode. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see on your screen right now. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.